Fair to say you never got going.
Yeah, it would be very fair to say that, and that's exactly what happened. You know, sometimes you need lads to rise to the occasion, and every game should be an occasion. That they put everything into it that they can, and obviously for the last few games, I don't think they have. Now, I'm not willing to believe yet it's because they're not good enough. So we'll keep going, and we'll keep trying to help them until we know for sure they're not good enough.
Is it confidence? Does it feel? What does it?
Yeah, I think it's all those things. It's a bit of confidence. We sort of, we've been close in all the games, but we haven't really. We've had two games in particular where we were definitely the victims. The opposition have been stronger than us, wanting to fight more than us, and they're the things that I get a bit upset with when they're not willing to, or not willing, but they're not able to, for whatever reason, fight for a win. You're not always going to be the best team, but you can run around and you can tackle and you can make sprints, and you can gee your other teammates up. So at the moment we're firing on only probably 3 or 4 players, and there's some that are not performing and not producing.
You said that in a week. What can you do with those players who clearly you'll have told them?
Yeah, of course. That's what the dressing room is for afterwards, and you try and be honest with anyone. But Donny really took the mickey out of us today. So did Carlisle, I thought. And unfortunately, I got to apologise to our home fans because nothing went on for them. There was no real excitement. They tried. There was a couple of little, not the boys, the crowd. A couple of little moves that were decent, and they tried to rally the troops. But unfortunately, the troops had a white flag out at the time for whatever reason. So I'll have to try and get to the bottom of it. I've been in these situations before, and you have to deal with it head on, and that's what you have to do, and that's what I'm going to do.
Another long trip in midweek. Would you rather have a week with the players on the training ground rather than playing another game, or do you just sort of get up and get a game now?
No, we got to go to Newcastle with soldiers that were in the battle. So I might only find 5 players to do that. So I might go up there with a 5-a-side team, and what I'm hoping is that they'll drag through the other group that I select. So the ones that have got a little bit more about them at the moment, I'll be playing. So you'll see how I feel at the moment with the team that I select.
Gary, thank you very much.
No problem.
Gary, did some, for want of a better word, strange substitutions during the game. Aids coming on at right back when you had 2 fullbacks on the bench. Can you?
I don't know what I'm doing, do I? I explained it that Cranston was probably one of our best players, and they had 3 in midfield, and unfortunately we only had 1, Pelly, and so I needed to get some strong legs in there, and at that time Cranston had the strongest legs, and I thought he done okay. There was room on the right hand side over there because for our right back, and it was important that our right back got on the ball, which he did towards the end, and then that could feed then. So Ace was the one that you could put out there because you didn't have to defend, just to get on the ball, push forward a little bit. So there's always reasons behind it. And what else did I do that you thought was a bit dodgy?
Just that one. Okay. And it's good to hear that the explanation.
There's reason behind it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just throw someone on just for the sake of it. It was, and in fact, other than us not being very strong and very good, we had a lot more of the ball in the last sort of 20 minutes or so. But we certainly didn't have the quality to break them down. Not just the quality, but the physical prowess we didn't have.
And the decision making. I mean, the last minute when there's a long throw, the goalkeeper's gone up and they take it short. Your reaction then was told everything.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how the game went really. And as much as we was a bit dead, we was a bit dead in mind. You know, there wasn't much thought going into the games in most individuals. And when you only got 3 or 4 doing it, then it soon becomes apparent that you're not going to win the game.
How do you get the rest to follow? Because you've very publicly challenged them before, and there still doesn't seem to be enough of that reaction.
Well, if I leave it till Christmas, and it's very difficult with the new rules and all that, if you leave it till Christmas, it's too late. So, you know, what you try and what you hope is that you let them know how you feel. Strong ones will come through it and be better for it, and the weak ones won't be involved or be moved on in time. But it's a long wait till Christmas for those that are not going to be involved. At the moment, I've got to involve everybody because we've got an injury list, you know, of first team players that is a problem to us. But so that's where we are at the moment.
Is it going to be a busy week and a half with maybe more in and maybe some out?
Maybe, but you know, people are going to look at your team, and you're going to see your sort of lower reaches at the table at the moment. Yeah, of course we're going to keep looking, keep searching, but you can see, you know, new lads. They're not going to come into a side that's not doing very well and suddenly be the best players in the world or the league, because you know, they're not ready for that. They're only young lads. They needed the team to be playing well, so I could just blood them into that today. But I had to put them on out of necessity because I needed to take people off that were doing, you know, nothing at all.
Excellent. Thank you, Gary.
No problem.